Hey Flost Tube, it's Taryn. Welcome. It is Saturday, June 10th. You'd think that since I work in a field that is so strongly date driven that I could keep up with the date, but obviously no. I hope everybody's had a great week. We made it back from San Antonio. We left on Sunday and Dax wanted to do something different that we hadn't done before. So he had read an article about if you drive along a certain highway, it's a beautiful drive through the Texas Hill Country, and there are lots of quaint little towns with, nice shopping, stop and shop, good places to eat, that kind of thing. So we decided to do that. Headed out west of San Antonio. Figured we'd make a kind of a loop to get back home. We live a little bit northwest of San Antonio. It's about an hour and 15 minutes, maybe an hour and a half from our house to downtown San Antonio where we were. And that's not so much distance as it is traffic when you get in closer to San Antonio. So anyway, we headed out with our plan of action. Somewhere along the way, we missed a turn. It took us like 5 hours to get home. We did not see any of the little towns, but it was beautiful driving. So there is that. Anyway, we made it back home safely eventually. So let's see. Oh, I let Dax know about your responses and disappointment for not seeing his striptease. I apologize. He has offered to do a Magic Mike show for you ladies. He said he would be glad to, but it doesn't come free. So maybe I'll set up a GoFundMe or whatever. Y'all should be careful what you wish for. I'm just saying. I did get some stitching done. I did a little bit while we were in San Antonio, not a ton, but yeah, surprise. Anyway, so I guess we should just get to it. I worked on my linen and threads piece only a little bit this week. January's still done. I worked a tiny bit on one of these bands on February, probably right here, maybe here, I don't know. I dropped down and started a little bit, as you can see. Sorry. This is the very bottom band on March. This one and this one are the March bands. And these down through here, February. Mostly because I wanted to see, okay, how's more of March going to look and where's it going to get down to. But if I want to finish February by the end of June, I've really got to get up here and get busy on it. So I think that maybe February and March, with any luck, I could get those done in the months, in a month's time. Get February done by the end of June, March by the end of July. If I could get caught up and, get March done and a bunch of April by July, that would be great. But April, I think, is another pretty big band, kind of like January, with lots going on in it. And, no, wait. Yeah, April might be kind of a big band or not. I really don't know, because I don't have it printed out. So I don't feel like I stand a chance of even getting caught up a tiny bit, but if I can stop being so far behind, or at least keep making progress, then that'll be good. I worked on this free pattern by Lizzie Kate. It's Cozy Christmas Wishes. It is one of them. I started it in February with the Freebie February Facebook page. And back then I started it and I hated the fabric, so I started over. And this is like 22 count or something, 18, 22, I don't know, 150, it might as well be. I'm doing it 1/1. Last time all I had was wrist, so I got quite a bit done. The coffee mug is like supposed to be in a cream color, and this little design is supposed to be in red, but the cream color didn't show up at all. Wyatt had college orientation this week, and I took this with me on Thursday. I took it with me on Wednesday, but they had us pretty busy and doing stuff all day on Wednesday. And they had us Wednesday afternoon sitting in an auditorium while they were speaking. The parents, because they take the kids off and they do their own thing. The kids have to spend the night, Wednesday night, in the dorms and stuff. They have activities for them until 10 or 11 o'clock at night. But on Wednesday, we were all afternoon in this place. I swear they had meat hanging in the back. It was so freaking cold in there. I went and bought a sweatshirt at the bookstore because it was so freaking cold in there. But Thursday, the first half of the day, we were also in there. And then the last half of the day, they didn't have anything for the parents to do, which is why I got so much done. But Thursday, I was having hot flashes like crazy. I would have stayed in that room all day long. But Thursday afternoon, they had other stuff going on. I was walking around campus looking for a room that was that cold so I could just go stand in there for a little while. It was insane. Why don't those things come more well-timed than that so that you can learn to live with it? Next, I worked on this, my Texas Panorama by Be Stitched. Sherry let me know yesterday that she is back from vacation and is going to get started working on hers right away. And as fast as I stitch, she better get to getting, because look where I am. Yeah, look at that. I put in 3 more rows. This one, it's not that I don't like it or that it's difficult, but as you can see, there are a whole lot of color changes, and I have to actually be able to pay attention to what I'm doing. And generally, if that's during the hours that anyone in my household is conscious other than me, I'm not working on it. There is no such thing as being able to concentrate and pay attention. Not when the rest of them are awake. I worked on my Norman Rockwell, and I'm pretty proud of myself, y'all. I decided, in the mornings, I listen to a Bible study. And I have come to the realization that if I'm just sitting there trying to listen, my mind wanders all over the place. I need to be doing something so that I can pay attention without my mind wandering. So I decided while I'm listening to that, I will work on this piece. And that has worked out great because it's generally about 30 minutes, and that's around 30 minutes worth of time that I'm actually sitting here working on it and not going, okay, I put in 2 rows, that's all I can stand. So I think last time I had a couple of rows done on this band on the back of the chair. So I got that finished up, his shirt here, and then working on this. I think that band is done all the way across for the back, and I came down and started putting in the chair leg. So I'm pretty happy with that. Maybe this means I'll get to actually see some progress on it. And that's what I stitched on this week. Next Saturday will be my new start for the year starts in Stitch Mania, and I'm going to be making this one by Bent Creek. I'm not going to put the names and date because we've been married a long time, but I want to do like a pillow, a roll, one of those roll pillows for our bed. I'm using a lamb's wool Jobelin. It is a 28 count, and I'm using, that blue doesn't work in my room, so her colors are kind of Americana, so I dyed some of my own floss. I don't know if it really shows the color or not. It is DMC number 841 with Rit Dye Scarlet. And I dyed 3 different ones, all using the scarlet dye, but different colors to start with. You know, like ones with ecru and different shades of tan to try to get a color. And this one kind of matches the closest to the stuff that's already on my bed, so I'm going to go with that. I'm really excited to get that one started. I hopefully will also be excited to keep working on it and get it done, but you know, but I've got like 35-40 things down there right now that I was excited to get started. So I finished my little Alamo. I thought it turned out kind of cute. I use my fabric is just denim. Several years ago, in my head it seems like, you know, last year, but I know it's been several by now. I read a blog I used to read quite a bit, and I just find that I don't have time to even read them anymore. But I don't have time to even update my own. Anyway, she was talking about looking for fabric in other places. Seeing fabric in other places than by always going to the fabric store, because there are great fabrics that we overlook because we just don't think about it. We don't think that way. We tend to think when we need fabric, go to the fabric store. So I did. She challenged us to do that for a year, and so I did for a year, and I've got stuff around here all over the place. I've got sheets that I've bought that work great for all kinds of things. They work great for making bags. The thicker ones are great for making clothes. It's just trying to think outside the box. I've got shirts that I've bought at Goodwill and stuff just because they have neat fabric. So anyway, this is just old blue jeans, probably from one of my kids, where they probably blew out the knees in them, and so I couldn't get rid of them, you know, give them to Goodwill or anything. So I just bring them out here to cut them up. And this is just a little piece of ribbon that I had, lace, I guess it's really lace, raffia that I used for the bow, and just a little brown button. I looked through my other fabrics, and I put different things with it, but I just really didn't like it with this. I have, that's all the way up there. I have stuff that had cowboys on it and stuff in blue with little horseshoes, but it didn't really fit with the Alamo. So anyway, that's what I went with. I think it's cute, and so it's been sitting out here waiting for me to go to do my video so that it could now go reside in my not a dual bowl. Oh, I've also been working on this project bag. When I was out here cleaning up, I found out that I had printed out instructions over a year ago for making a project bag, and I've been watching Flost Tube videos and going, you see them on Flost Tube and you're like, what a great idea. I had the instructions. It is a great idea. I'm not saying that, but I've had the instructions sitting here. I obviously thought it was a great idea when I printed them out, and then I set them down and flatly forgot about them. So anyway, And I'm going to use this pink fabric for the inside of the bag. I have a zipper here. And I know, you're supposed to do the zipper and all this stuff beforehand. I have this thing about when I make these bags, I don't want to be able to see my seams on the inside. So I will put the lining piece in so that the seams don't show, and put the zipper in and use the zipper to attach everything together. I don't know why I feel that way. I do everything that way, and it's absolutely ridiculous. I know that. When I go buy something, I don't ever look to see if you can see the seam. So why am I that way when I sew it? I'm just an idiot. Anyway, I do have this zipper, and I could put it in, but I have ordered some zippers where this part along here looks like eyelet fabric, you know? And so I wanted to see if I could just sew the zipper on the outside with it looking like eyelet, and see what, if I would like that, and if that makes putting a zipper in even easier, because all you have to do is top stitch it on the outside. So we'll see how that works out when those come in. It says they've been shipped, but I think they're coming from China, so that means they could be here in another week, they could be here in another month or two, who knows. Okay, so I think that's all. My girls are getting ready to go to work, and I guess I'm going to go drop them off and run some errands before I head into the office, since we were out 2 days this week for orientation. We are working. Dak spent the night last night. We're working this weekend to try to get caught up, but I'm not sure there's any such thing. It's just like the more we work, the more I see that there's paperwork and stuff around that needs to be done. So, but that's a good thing, right? That you have business to stay busy. That's a good thing. Sometimes I really have to remind myself, this is how you want it to be. So anyway, I'm going to go do that and see how much fun I can have. And I hope y'all have a great week. Lots of stitching. Let me know if you want a Magic Mike performance. You don't. And we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the comments and the likes. And thank you all for just feeling like a community. I don't have anybody around me who does this or understands the level of excitement when you finish something, or when you actually FFO it. Nobody in my house, none of my friends, get how stupid excited I get. So I like that I can come here and I can talk to my camera, but I'm talking to all of y'all, and y'all get it. And that's pretty cool. So, thank you. Thank you. And we will see you next time. Y'all have a great week. Bye.